In 1865, Congress passed an act to establish the Bureau of Refugees, Freedmen, and Abandoned Lands. The intention of this act was to help provide food, medical care, shelter, land, and more to newly freed African Americans. The details in these records are incredible and provide a huge opportunity to learn more about ancestors that were previously enslaved, as well as about their early lives right after emancipation. To help support the usefulness of these important records, Ancestry is unveiling a collection of Freedmen's Bureau and Freedmen's Bank records totaling more than 3.5 million records available to everyone for free. The four most important records in this collection are labor contracts, lists, letters, and marriages. Labor contracts are so helpful when researching the Freedmen's Bureau because you get incredible things like who owned the land or who was leasing the land, and who was working the land, and the rate at which they were being compensated and paid. The lists within the Freedmen's Bureau are absolutely astounding. You can find things like people who are literally 100 years old getting rations in the year 1866. If you do the math, those individuals were born before the founding of the United States. Letters are incredibly helpful when searching the Freedmen's Bureau because a large number of people were not able to read and write. They relied on the Bureau's officials to write letters on their behalf. It could be for things like maybe handling disputes with people that they were in labor contracts with, or maybe requesting that someone would marry them, or even potentially to help locate other family members they had been separated from during the time of enslavement. Marriages within the Freedmen's Bureau can help you collect a lot of valuable information on your ancestors. They include the name of the bride and the groom, along with the person who solemnized the marriage, and they can include additional information such as the number of years the couple had been living together prior to them being married by the Freedmen's Bureau, as well as where the marriage took place, which could be the place that the couple may have been formerly enslaved. The details in these records can potentially lead to key breakthroughs. It can also create leads to find a former slaveholder, and it also can provide a new perspective on their lives right after emancipation.